This is Miss Potter, and this video is going to show you a couple of things. The first thing is that it's going to show you how to participate in our introductory activity, which is going to be placing a marker on the map from where you live. And so this is an interactive Google map. You can use the zoom in and zoom out features to find where your location is on the map, and then I'll show you how to place the marker. And then after I complete that, I'm going to use the interactive map to show you a little bit about myself and where I was born and raised, and went to college and things like that. Okay, so for the introductory activity, I'm going to show you how to place the marker by placing my marker on the map. So I live in Wisconsin, and so I'm just going to zoom into Wisconsin here. And as I zoom into the Milwaukee area, you can see Waukesha here. That's the school district of Waukesha, which is my employer. And I live on the southwest side of Milwaukee in a town called Greendale. And Greendale was a town that was built in the 1930s, 1937 and 38 to be exact. And it's a small community, has just one high school, and I live just north of the center of town here. And so I'm going to go ahead and place a marker on my house here. And so I live right there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here and edit that text to say Ms. Potter, and save that. And once I save it, then I can go in here and do things like change the color of the marker. I'm going to make that marker purple. You can make your marker whatever color you want. And then, so now we know where I call home. And so as we zoom out, we can see that marker. And then we have a legend over here. And so as you add your marker using this marker feature up here, and then you edit it, your name will be added here, and we'll be able to see your marker on the map as well. Okay, so that's where I live. So a little bit about me. I'm going to use another Google interactive map called Google Earth. And so there's Greendale. There's where I currently live. So I was born in the city of Milwaukee, and I was raised just north of Milwaukee in a village on the north, just about 5 miles north of Milwaukee. And so that's a village where I was born and raised. And you can, from Google Earth there, you can see my high school. Here's my high school right here. And so I went K-12 all the way through the public school system in my town. And then after high school, I went, and zoom out here a good deal here. After high school, I went over to UW-Madison, so a little trip about 80 miles west, and went to the University of Wisconsin-Madison. So I went here, and the campus itself is right about here. So we'll zoom into the campus. There's the campus. There's Camp Randall Stadium. And I went to school here. I got a degree in mechanical engineering. And so the engineering campus is right here, just north of the stadium. These buildings, it's all the engineering campus, all the engineering buildings for the University of Wisconsin. And then after getting my engineering degree, I didn't start teaching right away. So I took a job as an engineer. I'm trying to zoom out here and pan over. And my engineering job took me back to the Milwaukee area. And I worked for a company called Harnischfeger. And it's a company that's got a long history in the city of Milwaukee. And Harnischfeger has several locations that I worked out of. But the most notable location is right across the highway from American Family Field, which is the Brewers Stadium. and it's this location right here. This is called their National Avenue plant. It's not called Harnisch-Schrader anymore. It's been bought out by other companies over the years. But I worked there for about 10 years, and then I decided to go get certification for teaching. So that's kind of what brought me out to the Waukesha area. So we'll zoom back out and we'll go out to Waukesha. And I got my teaching certification at a university in Waukesha called Carroll University. And that is right here. It's kind of on the east side of Waukesha. So I got my teaching certification, my master's there. And then I got my first teaching job. Pan back out. Got my first teaching job in New Berlin. I stayed there for about 15 years. And then I took a teaching position at Waukesha, School District of Waukesha, and taught at Waukesha North for 10 years, and teaching through their eAchieve Academy, still the School District of Waukesha. So that's a little bit about myself. I really kind of focused on staying in Wisconsin. I love it here. My whole family's here, so I really wanted to stay close to all that. So that's a little bit about me. So your task then would be to go and put that marker on the Google map. You can get as specific as you want. I put it on the street in the house that I live in. You can get that specific, or you can just put it in the town that you live in.